Welcome back to the channel, Dane Scott's Truckers Lounge. I figured it's time for a little more of an update on the Crackerbox that I've been working on with Mr. Wizard, my helper. And truth be known, he's the brains of the operation, but he likes to stay in the background. So when I say we, that's who I mean. I don't have a mouse in my pocket. So if you like this channel, if you like what you see, I try to keep a little variety going. So it's all old school trucking, trucks, truckers, trailers, old truck stops, stories, some of the old media and paraphernalia like magazines and things from the time. So try to shake it up a bit and do the best I can. So if you like the content, please always remember to like and subscribe. And if you like it, share it. I'll always take new subscribers, and there's a lot of you guys out there I'm finding out, and a lot of you don't subscribe, which is okay. But if you know somebody that would enjoy this content, go ahead and tell them about the channel. Maybe they'll enjoy it. Have them like and subscribe, and it helps me, it helps you, and we all get to take a trip down memory lane. So let's move on to the Crackerbox. What we're doing here is this was a runner when I bought it. You guys will recall the video of when it was brought here. And I've been working on it ever since. Haven't gotten to enjoy it very much because it was cold when it came, and it's even worse cold now, awful cold. But anyways, we're just improving upon it. We're just fixing everything. We have rewired this. We started out with the maxi brakes back here, and air valve, new air valves. And we had to take the two-speed rear end apart and found out that the motor, the two-speed motor, electric motor, was fried. So we put it back together so that it's in high range. So at least I'll be able to give a fair assessment as to whether that's going to work and just be a 5-speed, but I'll probably find something to fix it or replace it with so that I can drive it. But we've got the lights back in. Everything works. Wiring, we're getting ready to tie it up towards the front here. We put in a junction here as well as a junction at the rear. We've got a master shutoff. Got the engine all painted. The engine was rebuilt before I got it, and I have spoken with the gentleman who owned it at the time and what was done to it. So it runs like a top. The tanks are going, or tank singular, is going to be replaced. You guys saw the parts chasing video a few videos back where I went to Cleveland to JR's Trucks and Parts, and we got a couple of tanks and new rims, because all the rims got to be replaced. They're tubes now. We don't want tubes. Don't need none of that. And got some handles. So here's where the handles ended up. They were off of a white Freightliner. And trust me, when you try to climb in a Crackerbox, it's really not the easiest thing. You know, you step there, but this is going to. The battery box is going to be located on the frame behind the motor, looking for an Astro box, but if not, we'll find something. But at any rate, it's hard to get in by stepping right there, and then you have to step up here, and there was only just this real small handle right here. And if you're not at the right height, and if you're a tall guy like moi, it is not easy. You end up bent over and almost falling. It's not safe. So you guys that don't like these grab handles, too bad, because I am not going to end up on my cadiddle trying to get up into this thing all the time. So you guys probably haven't seen this. I did redo the fenders because they were quite bad. And then I put the diamond plate tread on it. And I know from factory, this was bent over right here. It was kind of a nice bend over, and even at the front lip was bent over. I bought a brake from Harbor Freight thinking, oh, aluminum will bend real easy. Well, nope, didn't bend easy, wouldn't do it. It was all I could do to get this bent. So that's why they're like that, but not a big thing, but it would look a little more finished off. So moving on up, I think you guys saw the video where I did the floor, both sides like this. We've done some alpine green touch up in here, probably a little bit more. And the very cool thing is the seats are redone. They're back. They were nasty, especially the passenger seat. The rat fink rodents had tore it up really bad. And this one was bad. And this was okay, but it wasn't covered right. So I just had them redo it. I wanted that old yucky school bus green seat covers for it to look kind of factory. We've got the dash tore apart finally. I've got new gauges ordered because the, well, let's take a look. The factory gauges, you can see here, this one doesn't look too bad, and it actually had this green protective cover over it. But this one, they were all broken, brittle. All these circuit board areas. See that right there? Anywhere you can see shiny, there isn't even a circuit connected. So look at that one. That one's broke, and they're just brittle. I mean, you could fix them, yes, but they're brittle, and so they'll just break again. I really love these gauges, but what we decided was we're going to make a new dash here. And what we have is, I used that hammered on this. I had to wire brush the dash, and it was a pain to get out too, by the way. It's not easy. But anyways, what I'm going to do here, I wanted the hammered finish, and then it'll be the teal green. And that's my own concoction. I just mixed blue and green together till I liked it. And the whole dash will be this. And then for the centerpieces, my plan is to use 1/2" Plex. If I can get it in white, that'll be even better. But if I can only get it in clear, I'll back it up with white, wrap the edges all around with green LED strip lighting, and then drill the holes for the gauges. The gauges are black face, and they'll light up, and I'll have green lights in them. And so hopefully this whole triangle section of each will glow like a milky green, and then the gauges will be a brighter, either white, LEDs, or green. I'm not sure which. Probably white, so it contrasts. And then this will be this color, kind of factory. That's what it was. They had a darker green on the dash. So that's why the dash is all tore apart. Plus, we've got to fix wiring and make things neat and pretty. So there's the green I mixed. I'm very happy with it. I think it'll look just fine. I don't care that the seats are a different, I mean, it's just all green. It's all that 60s disgusting bus interior green stuff. So let's move over here. And we got the same treatment on the fender here. That's all done. Floor's all done, seats all done. Let's climb up and take a look at the green dash. And also got the Freightliner grab handle on this side as well. So it's nice to have that. I can lift anywhere I want to get up here. So I'll have some paint work to do on the top of the door. Bottom of the door is done. I got the floor back together. Not sure what I'm going to do here yet, but that'll be finished off. So there's the green on the dash, and seat, of course. There's the center console section. I think I've shown you that before. And the shifter, what we're going to have to do here, and there's the Mustang shifter knob still on there. That's going to go because one of you subscribers sent me some killer old school shift levers, the green sparkle, but we do have to make an adapter because they're different threads. So what I have to do here is heat this up and bend this shifter up, because when you go to reverse you're banging your knuckles on the floor. Not good. So, going to heat this up, bring it up maybe 3 inches, maybe 4. Not a whole lot, but that's what we'll do. So here's the view. Oh my God, the Brigadier. It's a catch-all for all the cardboard right now, but trust me, its turn is coming next very soon to start work again. We just got the alternator on it actually, because I just found an alternator bracket just last week. So we got the alternator on. So we had a little break from the C-box, but I want to get the C-box finished first. So here's the view. Pretty soon that dash will be done. I'm going to get a center knob, or not knob, center cover horn button for the steering wheel, and I'm going to figure out whether I'm going to try and epoxy fix this one or whether I can find a nicer wheel. So not sure. And then I've got to finish the roof. I got to get the headliner here. See, this side has a headliner, but it's got a bow in it, but it might push up. I might be able to secure it because it's complete. And I could fix that. So, and spruce it up. So I'll probably take it down, use it for a pattern for the other side. Still need horns. Not sure what I'm going to do. I don't like the price of horns, to be honest with you, so I'm waiting. It's not a priority at the moment. So yeah, let's climb back down. Okay, and last but not least is the mirrors. I did get new mirrors. I think I showed you those. We haven't addressed that yet. We had the hinge all fixed up there. We had my buddy, the fabricator, fix the hinge, weld the aluminum, and put a bolt in there this time. A little better situation. And that isn't a support structure hinge. It's a guidance hinge, basically to keep the door from drooping when you shut it. So I think that's probably everything since the last update. Still not 100% sure that those wheels will remain all white, but white and black frame is where we're at right now. May keep that gray fifth wheel. Don't know. I changed my mind a lot. So some of you guys were wanting another update. Winter is not fun because you can't get the trucks out, and I don't have any ventilation in here because I had to tighten this place up really good. I had to close off the fan, the exhaust fan. I had to hang plastic back here where Big Dog's at because I didn't want to heat that section back there because my floor heat is stressed. My floor heat is maxed, and it isn't cheap to run this. It was kind of a learning experience. One of my contractors, I won't go into any detail, really screwed me when it came to the floor and laying out the pecs properly. So just to make a long story short, I have to keep augmenting my heat in here with that every so often. The floor is okay. You know, it stays about 70 degrees, maybe more, maybe a little less. Last night was horrible, 12 degrees out. So it went down a little bit, but I didn't get what I paid for, unfortunately. So when you guys have contractors do something, do your homework. I'm serious. It's an expensive lesson for me. I didn't get what I paid a lot of money for, and now I'm kind of stressed about the winters, but oh well. Next year I'll have to make some modifications, add one of those hanging gas heaters that'll probably be up there in the corner, and use it to augment the heat in here. I will probably put a ceiling in. I will put the steel, white steel metal siding, you know, along the roof there, because I do have a 14-foot height. So no big deal, and then we'll put some blown-in insulation above it, but that's next year. So it's a process. So I'm a lot messier than I like. I do not like this mess, but then again, I don't really have anywhere else to sort stuff out right now since I got 3 trucks in here in the caddy shack. So as we get the cracker box fixed, a lot of this will disappear, and then a lot of this over here is from the Brigadier, and we will get back to what we know affectionately as General Mac, the Brigadier. I'm very pleased to have that alternator on there. We just have to put the end on the lead to it. We're trying to find the right bolt right now because there is a special bolt, and then we'll get back to probably the exhaust because it's here, and we'll get the exhaust going on there. I got 2 buddies that have an airfoil for me, so I'll definitely have my airfoil. And I have another guy that has contacted me, and we're going to switch out hubs. I'm going to go to the Dayton. He's going to go to those, and so I can get the Dayton look. It's just what I prefer. That's why I like the Cracker Box. Love the look of Dayton's. You can trim them out with paint different ways, and they look really killer, and they look old school to me. That's the true representation of old school. So here's the, oh, I forgot to show you guys this, but here's the, that's the ashtray out of the dash. That's the cover for one of the junction boxes there. There is the mirrors. Those bad boys will go up there, white, should look pretty cool. But check this out, and of course, I can't open them up right now, but I'll show you them when I install them. You know what those are? Those are the original headlight trim rings that'll go back on there, and I had them chromed. Lesson learned. Don't spend big money chroming parts when the parts are available a lot cheaper on the internet. Yes, Dane has learned a valuable lesson. Mr. Wizard says, I'm not even going to tell you how cheap it is to get a set of those rings. So the only concession that I have is they are the original headlight rings that go to this, and they are spectacular. I mean, they chromed them, and they look probably better than what I could get on the internet. But truth be told, I wouldn't have spent the kind of money I had to spend to get them chromed. So I learned a lesson. But there's kind of where all the parts end up. So check this out. Just got this, just in, Breaker 19 Sunshine. And it looks great. Them lights light up really cool. And I wanted something unique. This is a Royce. Old school, cool. Gotta have my CB. So that bad boy's going in there. Not that many people talk on the CB anymore, but you gotta have it. It's old school cool. You gotta have a CB. So I think that's about it. We're gonna wrap it up. So if you like what you see, don't forget to like and comment. And until next time, keep the hammer down, safe and sound.